All through this year, you have seen Hong Kongers take to the streets in a massive protest. It's been more than 24 weeks. It's now an uprising. And now you can experience what the protesters are going through. A group of students in Hong Kong has created a game around the campaign. This is a virtual reality experience. It shows a protester on the front line. You can be that protester if you're playing this game. You can run, you can dodge tear gas, you can hide behind barriers, you can duck bullets, evade the riot police. Here is how the game works.
Liberate Hong Kong is a third-person video game simulating current protests in Hong Kong. The game centers on protagonist, an unnamed Hong Konger, as he stays in the front line of protests, resisting against the risk of being shot, arrested, and other kinds of police brutality backed by the government. In the game, player will need to locate, pick up and throw the canisters back to protect everyone. The player should be aware of the flag shown by the police and try their best to avoid being hit.
Now, the makers of this game are hiding behind anonymity, but they want to distribute it far and wide, and they have submitted it to an online video game distributor. They hope it will be available to the public next month, and here is what they have to say about their game.
If you play by a VR version, it is an immersive experience that you do it in your first-person perspective, which is realer than just by watching it online. That's what we think, yeah.
Gaming is yet another medium through which the campaigners in Hong Kong are trying to spread the word. In fact, they have faced considerable backlash for taking their campaign online. Last month, a role-playing game that depicted the protest was suspended by Google. A gaming company had even suspended a popular gamer from Hong Kong after he called for the liberation of the city in an interview. Meanwhile, Hong Kong remains on the edge yet again. The streets of the city witnessed violent scenes. The protesters clashed with the police outside the Chinese University of Hong Kong. The protesters threw petrol bombs at the police. These demonstrations have now entered their 6th month. Today, metro operations had to be shut down. It's only getting uglier. A video from a local television station caught a commander ordering the riot police to shoot directly at the heads of the protesters. Critics of the Hong Kong administration have trashed the local police, but Hong Kong's leader Carrie Lam still stands by them. In fact, she told the media today that the protesters are selfish for paralyzing the city. Clearly, the situation has now gone out of her control. Monday was the most violent day of protests since they began 6 months ago. A police officer shot at a protester. A man was set on fire. He remains critical, and today was no different. People are angry with the pro-China lawmakers of Hong Kong. Metro services were suspended. Protesters are accusing the police of brutality. The Hong Kong police said today that the city's rule of law is on the brink of total collapse. And they have only themselves to blame for this.